Okay, normally Eric gets to make the movies, but today I am making the garden update. These are the potatoes. The foliage seems to have stopped growing, and I checked underground, and the potatoes are still really tiny, so I guess we have to wait until they die off. But I'm a little worried about some of these spots on the leaves. The onions are starting to flower, and I learned that I have to pick the onions with the flowers first and use them because they're not going to bulb anymore. Let's go to the other part of the garden where we built new boxes. This is the exciting area. These are the tomatoes on huge stakes. I don't know how tall they are, maybe 10 feet. And I'm hoping that we can train them to go all the way up to the top. Spicy basil is here and looking good. We might have to transplant some of these. Regular basil, more regular basil. The spinach that we planted a few weeks ago is now in. We planted this over Memorial Day weekend. A lot of little spinach plants. These are carrots. Now this broccoli is rather a miracle because I put it in here and it was covered with white flies and it looked like it was about to die, but now it's all extremely healthy, and I think it was from the ants who came and took all the flies away as soon as we planted them. Here's our second crop of lettuce, just starting to come out. Now here's the first box we built in the backyard, and it's doing really well. The green beans are up, the tomatoes are getting huge, all the onions and garlic are big, and the zucchini plants are starting to get flowers. And little tiny zucchinis. You might be able to see it right here. The eggplant, we've got 2 of them, are also starting to get flowers. Isn't that pretty? This is a box that we just filled in yesterday. I transplanted the last of our tomato seedlings, which are looking pretty leggy and pitiful, but will come up just fine after they get accustomed to this box. We've also planted some Swiss chard, carrots, and 4 different kinds of green beans, which have yet to come up. This is space for our final box, which we have to put in soon, hopefully today. And our first crop of lettuce, which we need to pick and eat some more of. The onions, which a lot are flowering, and I guess I gotta pull those. And the straws. Oh, and here's the beets. Now, I'm gonna try to cook with these beets today, so I can pull some of them. I've never really cooked beets before, so today will be my first experiment with that. Now, another big project for the day. All the garlic, is ready to come up, and I have to figure out what to do with it because I'll have about 90 cloves of onions in the house if I don't figure something out. The cilantro went to flower, and so I guess we're going to have coriander instead of cilantro. It's beautiful. I don't want to pull it out, and just waiting for the seeds to develop. And here are our first crop of green beans, which they look like they're almost ready for picking. Maybe in a few days. Another one of today's projects is going to be to pull out the peas. These are the snow peas, which are about 7 feet tall and pretty much done producing for the year. I might try to eat some of these shoots and tendrils. And here are the shelling peas, which are also pretty much done for the year. And here's our huge tomato garden, where we have the oldest of our tomato plants. As you can see, they all have flowers on them. And some of them even have tomato clusters. Here's a small little set of tomatoes. Here's a bigger cluster. So we're just now waiting for them to turn green. Oh, check out this cluster. That looks looks really nice. Oh, and the last stop on the garden are the zucchinis out by the front, and the cucumbers. So this plant has tons of flowers. And looks like little squash. Ooh, check it out. Little squashes are developing. How cute. And these are the cucumbers. Now, I've never grown cucumbers. These flowers are really pretty. And there's tiny little pickles. Check them out. So, that's it for the Squirrel Haven Garden update of the week. It is June 13th, and we're already harvesting. Talk to you soon. Bye.